how to channel energy and emotion as a pro. This video is specifically useful for human design projectors and reflectors. So basically, how you channel energy and any emotion, any situation, is by relating to it harmoniously, by realizing that it is just energy, regardless whether it's labeled as a positive or negative. It's all just energy. And if you see it as just energy, then there is no guilt and shame in channeling any energy whatsoever. It's all about where does it belong and what do I feel most aligned in the pure place in my heart to do with this specific energy. And emotional alchemy really boils down to two very simple actions. First is letting go, release. So you let the emotions flow and you don't hold on to them or beliefs associated with them. So just let them flow. And as they flow away, and there you go. You're clean, and there's basically all is well. And the second is transmutation and transformation. Basically, transmutation and transformation is when energy flows in certain direction, you say, okay, let me go and redirect a different way, and it flows in a different way. Or as it flows one way, you flip it and it suddenly changes color, direction, shape, form. So basically it changes quality. So even it's like I'm going here as a sadness, you flip it, and from sadness it comes into happiness. So that will be, in short, what does it mean to have emotional alchemy. These are internal processes, and in simple terms is how you relate to it. And how I suggest that what's been working for me and my clients, how to relate to any emotion, is by seeing it, first of all, just an energy, it flows. And second, as a gift. And this perspective is really useful for reflectors and projectors in human design. Why? Because projectors and reflectors, they don't have innate infinite source of energy within them. They do have it, but it's harder to access it. It takes a time and effort to develop this skill, so it's not natural for them to be able to generate it on their own. So they kind of always on seek of positive energy, so they really appreciate it, and they're more like an amplifier. Their gift is amplification, not that much of generation. So therefore, when you do find any energy being directed at you or even projected, if you're a projector, then happy days, you have energy, you might as well appreciate it, even if it's something negative that you normally wouldn't like to experience, like sadness, anger, jealousy, whatever the emotion that's being projected on you. So once you realize it's a gift, then you're far better off. Now imagine this is you, this hand is you, and this ball here, this toy, is energy, emotion coming at you. And let's say this emotion is negative, so it comes up to you, sticks to you, and it kind of is there, you move around, it kind of restricts your movements and kind of bothersome, so kind of annoys you a bit. So suddenly you have this annoyance, and it's like, what do you do about it? Well, first people, what do? Go away, go away. So it kind of pushes it away. So it pushes away, goes out, but energy usually has mind of its own. So if it, and usually it had a reason why it sticks to you. So it wants to come back. So it comes back, and same thing happens again. It annoys you, it's there, and you try to push it away, and it can go indefinitely. You kind of push it away, it comes back, push it away, it comes back. So obviously this pattern doesn't work. Pushing it away doesn't work. So what are your options right now? First is appreciate it. You appreciate, oh, a gift. Okay, something's there, and you can start embracing it. You can start playing with it. You can see it from different angles. You can, basically the first step is observe it. So you don't have to touch it first. Like first you're like, okay, you can say, okay, you stay here, I watch it. And if it comes closer, you don't push it away. You just say, I'm gonna watch it from slightly above. And it might do something, you might kind of jump around, play around you, but first is observation. And once you go on to the stage of observation, then you can start embracing it. It's actually really accepting it. Okay, this energy is here, it's here for a reason. Let me take it and kind of see what I can do it. Like, what's the gift in there? what can I do with this thing? Like it looks like a sadness, so I don't really want to feel sad, so what can I do with it? Well, what you can do is, well, I'll let you go. And you can stay there, you cannot stay there. I don't mind, because things happen is like emotion, energy always flows. So there's this flow of energy. And if you stay centered and you don't hold on to it, then eventually it just flows away on its own. So you let go. Usually what happens is that you're carrying this shiny little pen, a belief, let's call it a limiting belief, that um, this ball, this energy really likes. So it's really attracted to this food. It really likes to eat it, it kind of loves it, and it's always attracted. And you try to push it away, and it doesn't work because it likes it, it gets attracted. And for you to let go of this energy, this sadness, for example, or anger, whatever the emotion, you actually need to let go of this pen and realize that actually I don't need this pen anymore. So as soon as you let go of the pen, the energy stays with the pen. And as there is a flow here, as a river, it flows away eventually. So you got rid of the emotion. However, usually it's not that simple. Like it is that simple, but usually there's attachment to this pen. You say, well, this is an amazing pen, I love this pen. It helped me to write lots of good essays, books. So it's served me really well, so I don't really want to get rid of it. And usually the case is nothing. Actually, you gain from letting it go. And this energy just shows you that, okay, and you just let go. And as you let go, you don't do anything. You don't have to do anything. Energy flows on its own. Things dissolve on its own. So that's the first stage. What else you can do is transmute it. Transmuting is basically seeing that, okay, this energy is sadness, but since I kind of am short on energy supplies because I always kind of need to find some other people, and I always appreciate having more energy because I have big visions, so what can I do with it? So you give a task to this energy. So basically you communicate, okay, you look like a nice little ball of energy, I kind of appreciate you, so what am I working on here? Well, like let's say I'm working on a business, I'm working on family, business, relationships, spouse, whatever. And you'll say, okay, this is the most important thing. And then you start thinking, like, where this could be useful? Like, it's a nice little ball. Maybe I put it down here and it's kind of a nice seat so I can sit it. And when guests come, they have a nice place to sit. Maybe it's a ball, so it's like the stress ball. So you put it here. Say, okay, now you're going to be stress ball, and every time someone comes, they can play with you. And yeah, so basically you give it a task. You give it a purpose and different direction. So if in the beginning it was attracted to this belief, let's say, kind of walks around, you play with it, doesn't want to leave, it always comes back. Now you said, okay, now you have a different task. Now you're attracted to this paper here. So you put it on paper, and now it's rolling around, playing in the paper, because now it's attracted to paper. Why? Because you, as alchemist, gave it a purpose. You gave it a meaning. And in real life, it will be exactly the same. Emotion comes, you give it a purpose, you give it a meaning. So what does it mean that I have sadness around me? Oh, that means I'm a sad person, it means that I did something wrong, all this self-pity. You start identifying with it, and suddenly it becomes part of you, and suddenly you don't want to let it go. If someone comes, oh, you're a sad person, yeah, I'm a sad person. Let's say someone else tries to take it away, you're kind of like, no, it's mine, you wouldn't let it go. Like, no, it's my sadness, don't take away my sadness. We protect our belongings, because now when you're identified, this is you. And we all do this all the time. And especially when you're highly identified with feelings, we will protect this bulk of emotion over, let's say this is you and this is your spouse or family, friend, but this is another person. If they try to sneak it away, or you would, as soon as you realize that they could take it away, you're like, nope, it's mine, I don't want it, I don't want to be lost anything, like, don't take it away, it's mine, no. And you would fight them, you would even, sometimes even you put it away and fight them over it. You would fight them over it. And this is how conflicts and arguments come in. And what I suggest is don't do that. It drains your energy, all this fighting and releasing, is instead of doing that, and instead of getting involved and identified with low frequency emotions, is transmute them or let them go. Give them other purpose, give them direction, or let go something that's there attached within you that you realize no longer serves you. And that's the purpose of this ball, is to realize that you can become better, lighter, and more abundant. And that's how you treat any emotion that flows your way. Uh, you basically embrace it, you observe it, you see what it is. Okay, I see it's a ball, looks like sadness, but there's a bit of anger in there as well. And what do I want to? Well, once you realize that it's not harmonious, you realize that there's something needs to be done with it, because on its own, it's not pure love, happiness, peace, bliss, fulfillment. It's not pure essence. So something needs to be done. As I said, sometimes you let it go, or sometimes you transform it, give it a different direction, meaning, or literally, as you start appreciating it as a bunch of energy, because energy is just energy, is a potential. So once you realize, oh, I have energy, okay, it's a bit rough, a bit rusty, so I might need to kind of work on it. Let's say it's a rusted car. Okay, you have a rusted car, but it's free car, so you can sell it. You have more money coming in. So you just need to clean it a bit. Maybe you need just a vacuum cleaner, maybe wash the windows, or maybe you need to do some anti-corrosion treating on a car. But once you see this thing, this car, this ball, whatever this is, this emotion as a gift, you start relating it as a gift, and you say, oh, it's a gift. Oh, what can I do with this gift? What's the benefits? You start observing it, you get curious about it, you look at it from different ways, you kind of start exploring it, then you realize what's the real application of this energy, because all it is just energy shaped in a specific form. In this case, it's a ball shape. So okay, what can I do with this ball? It can be a seat, it can be a toy, it can be a toy for friends. So you start exploring different options, how it can be used, repurposed, and then you say, okay, this is going to be a nice decoration. It sits well on my paper here. And this is, in short, how you channel energy, by relating it to harmoniously, by seeing it as a gift and accepting it as a gift. Oh, someone tries to put their shame on me. Huh, their shame? Okay, nice. Thank you, thank you. So you put it away, you don't have to get identified, you observe it, you see what can I do with the shame. And yes, sometimes you want to say, okay, this is not my shame, there's nothing I could do with it. You put it, bring it back to them. And it may work, it may not. Usually they don't want to, no one wants to hold on to shame. So I may have this kind of ball game here, going back and forwards, and at some point it's okay, not my problem, you deal with it. I don't want to do anything with your shame. Or you actually realize, energy, where can I use it? Okay, thank you for the shame, thank you, bye, and bye. So yeah, this is how you deal with and channel emotional energy. If you like this video, like it, share your insights or questions in comments, subscribe to the channel, and have it magical.